All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So look, quick video here. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Just wanted to really dish out my thoughts on a recent report that just surfaced, I don't know, 5-10 minutes ago here by U Stadium. They're reporting that the New York Jets are going to be firing Adam Gase after the Week 17 matchup against the Patriots. Okay, so it doesn't matter if they win, they lose, they win by 50, lose by 50, the offense rolls, whatever the case may be. This will be Adam Gase's last game as head coach of the New York Jets, all right? And by the way, I will leave the link to that article down below in the description box so you guys can go dive in and check it out. But man, I got to be honest with you. When I got that notification, when I dove in and read the article, read the report, I had two emotions just popping in my mind, right? Two things that just instantly hit me. Number one, I was excited, right? I was pumped up. Not because we're firing Gase, but I'm excited because the Jets actually had enough self-awareness to understand that a change needed to be made. And then reaction number two, or emotion number two, it was, a feeling of defeat, to be honest with you. It's like, thanks a lot, Chris Johnson, for wasting 2 years of everybody's time. The number one, the most important thing that the Jets needed back in 2018 when they initially made the coaching change, firing Todd Bowles, bringing in a new guy, getting a guy who can develop the quarterback position, aka Sam Darnold, the former 3rd overall pick in the draft, really high ceiling, 21, 22 years old at the time. We needed to develop that position. Todd Bowles couldn't get it done. Jeremy Bates did some things that were okay, I guess, but he wasn't the long-term answer at the offensive coordinator position. They needed to get a quarterback whisperer, and they brought in Adam Gase. They passed. I remember at the time, I was completely. I was a wreck after the Jets hired Gase. Who actually believed that Gase was the answer? Who had conviction that Adam Gase was going to bring home a Lombardi trophy? He was going to bring a Lombardi to the New York Jets organization. Nobody. We can go back and look at that reaction video back when Gase was hired all those years ago and look at all the comments. Everybody was fuming. Everybody was so upset. Like, no Jet fan wanted Gase. I can't think of one person that was like, yes, the Jets got Adam Gase, we're going to the promised land. I can't think of one person that had that reaction. That's the reaction that you should have when your team is hiring a new head coach. When you have a brand new quarterback entering year 2. That should be your reaction. Not great. When's he going to get fired? When's he going to get fired? Man, I just recalling back to my thought process back in 2018 when the Jets initially made the change. The two coaches that I really wanted, Matt LaFleur, at the time he was the offensive coordinator of the Tennessee Titans, thought he was extremely underrated, and I thought people were like kind of, just looking basically at the stats of the Titans offense and just writing him off. Okay, they're not top 5, that he sucks, just don't worry about him. And then number 2 was Zach Taylor. He was the passing game coordinator at the time for the LA Rams, and LaFleur goes to Green Bay, obviously dominant bees. Zach Taylor goes to Cincinnati, and it hasn't really worked out. They haven't really gotten a lot of wins over there in Cincinnati, but it looks like they're building in the right direction. Bottom line is this: when I think back to that time, the two guys that I wanted the Jets to avoid at all costs, number 1, Hugh Jackson. I did not want Hugh Jackson. And number 2, it was Adam Gase. I would have preferred Gase over Hugh Jackson, admittedly, but man, I just remember making that. I remember getting the news, and my brother was in the other room, that the Jets hired Gase, and I'm like, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe we're entrusting Sam Darnold's development, his growth, his overall potential with Adam Gase, a guy who just got fired from Miami. Like, we had a front row seat to everything he did in Miami, being that we're in the same division here. But I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. And that was the same exact reaction that pretty much the entirety of Jets Nation had. So, great. I'm excited that the Jets are making a change here. But it is important. It is relevant to note that the Jets actually have some self-awareness here. They're looking at the situation, Joe Douglas, Chris Johnson, and they're saying, you know what? We made a mistake. Well, not so much Joe Douglas, but Chris Johnson, like, okay, we made a mistake. Gase has got to go. Like, that's what happens when you burn bridges, when you run the team like a complete dictatorship. Just a complete mess from day one. What an epic failure. What a failure, man. But I'll leave it there. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Real quick, actually, I do want to mention this. where do the Jets go from here? We're going to start interviewing these candidates. I guess we just have to wait and see what's going to actually, what's going to happen after week 17. Only time's going to tell here, but we're going to start interviewing these guys. And by the way, throughout the course of this week, I'm going to be posting a ton about different coaching prospects, or different coaching candidates rather, just things I like, things I don't like, if they'd be a good fit, if I wouldn't like the fit. So hopefully everybody can start making their own decisions, and it'll be a fun ride moving forward, and hopefully the Jets don't screw it up again. So I'll leave it there. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and as always, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for sticking with this team and this channel for the last 2 years. It's been it's been a bumpy, rocky ride, but again, thanks so much. I appreciate every single person, and as always, thanks so much for watching, and go Jets.